About radioactivity, and whenever the nuclei disintegrates, the decay process will be happen. About the activity also. In that activity, if the nuclei disintegrates spontaneously, the phenomenon of emission of protons or positive charged particles are considered as alpha decay. When the alpha particles are emitted from the nuclei, that can be considered as alpha rays, and also in that case of the atomic number decreases by 2 units and atomic mass number decreases by 4 units in that alpha decay. The next, after alpha decay, if nuclei disintegrates and the phenomenon of emission of an electron or a positron, then that can be considered as it's a beta decay. In that beta decay, the phenomenon of when the nuclei disintegrates, the negative charged particle electron or a positron can be emitted. So that here its atomic mass number increases by 1 unit. The atomic mass number, in case of if the emitted electron can be emitted from the nuclei, then one positron means one electron can be emitted from the nuclei. Then in the beta decay process, the atomic number that increases by 1 unit and atomic mass number does not changes. Means here by absorbing the energy, it will be the proton converted into the neutron and neutron converted into the proton. In this process, some of the beta negative decay and beta positive decay process is also held on. If the electron emitted from the nuclei, that will be the beta positive decay. If the negative particle means like electron is the negative particle, and if the positron emitted from that nucleus, then that will be the beta plus decay. So the phenomenon of emission of an electron, that is beta decay, or a positron is a beta plus decay from a radioactive nucleus, is called a beta decay. In that beta decay process, mostly it is a fast moving electron emitted from the fast moving electron, so that its atomic number that increases by 1 unit, but without changing its atomic mass number. That atomic mass number does not change. So in that case, beta decay process is that is phosphorus, which I have taken, that atomic number is 15 and its atomic mass number is 32. Whenever this is disintegrates and electron are emitted from that, that atomic number is increased by 1 unit, means 15 to 16, that becomes a sulfur, that is emitted sulfur, and it is atomic mass number is 32. Because of phosphorus is having the 52, that is a radioactive element, means it is in excited state, that is always try to come to stable state. So that's why it is emitted, disintegrated, and forms the 16 sulfur 32, and by emptying the one electron and anti-neutrino, by emptying the generating the anti-neutrino, it is one of the atomic mass number does not change and atomic number is changed. In this case of that is beta minus decay by emptying the electron. If in case of if the positron is emitted, this is the positron. If the positron emitted, then its atomic mass number decreases by 1 unit, atomic number decreases by 1 unit without changing its atomic mass number. Here the sodium which has taken, it is having the 11 is the atomic number and 22 be the atomic mass number, and it is comes to by emitting, disintegrating the neon, that is atomic number 10 and atomic mass number by the excited state, it is by emitting the one of the positron and neutrino. It is emitting the positron and a neutrino, then it is a beta plus decay. If the nucleus disintegrates, emits the positron, that will be the beta plus decay. If the nucleus emits the electron, then that is the beta minus decay. In this basic nuclear process, the proton is converted into the electron, and proton converted into the neutron, and a neutron can be converted into the proton by this process. In that case of beta decay, whenever the beta decay is present, the neutron is converted into the proton. The neutron is converted into the proton by emptying one electron and anti-neutrino. Here is that. Here the proton, which is in this case of proton, is emitted, and also it is emitted some of the proton, and as well as proton is emitted. So that's why here that is 16 will happen. Means the atomic mass number is increased in that case of. So that here electron is emitted and anti-neutrino is formed. In this case, by decaying the neutron, it is formed the proton and as well as anti-neutrino and electron. And as well as in that beta plus decay, the proton to neutron is coming. The proton is there and another one is neutron coming there from the proton, and by emptying the positron and one neutrino. So that here the atomic number is decreased by 1%, means the proton number is decreased. So that's why 11 to 10, means in beta decay process the proton is decreased by 1, means atomic number decreased by 1. In beta plus decay the atomic number increases by 1. So that here the in beta negative decay the neutron is converted into the proton and electron and antineutrino. In that beta plus decay, the proton is converted to the neutron, and the proton converted to the neutron and the positron, and one of the neutrino is formed neutrino. This is the beta decay. Whenever it disintegrates and beta particles are emitted from the nucleus, and that called as that fast moving neutron, fast moving electron is called as a beta rays. So some of the beta rays, properties of some of the beta rays are this one. Here the beta rays means are the fast moving electrons. Fast moving electrons which are of a nucleus origin. So from the nucleus origin, beta rays are fast moving neutrons without having any orbital motion. Without having any orbital motion, the fast moving electrons which are of a nuclear origin. And the second one is due to the charged particles, being a charged particles, beta rays are the negative charged particles. Here the fast moving electrons, we know that. So that it is having the negative charge, so that whenever they pass through, they can be deflected by the electric and magnetic fields. Whenever to find out the experiment of finding the rays, then whenever the electric field is applied, the beta rays are attracted by the positive side of the plate of the electric field. So that in case of that, the electric field and magnetic field, if it is applied, that beta rays, that can be deflected, and so that beta particles are lighter than the alpha particles. So that lighter than the alpha part, beta particles are lighter than the alpha particles because of they are the fast moving electrons. So that in that case of velocity of beta particles also very wide range of beta particles with the velocity of light 1% to 99% of the velocity of light. They are having the wide range of their velocity of beta particles are the wide range that of 1% to 99% of the velocity of the light. So that they can affect the whenever they incident on that beta rays, whenever they incident on the photographic plate, that photographic plate is affected by the beta rays. So affect the photographic plate. So that they can ionize, being a charged particles, they can ionize in the air, and this ionization power is more than the ionization power 1/100 of that of the alpha particles. So more penetrating than alpha particles, means ionization power is less than the alpha particles, so that the penetration power is more. So more than penetrating power than alpha particle. Penetration power is more because of the fast moving electrons. Whenever they are moving fastly, they cannot more ionize the like alpha particles, so that ionizing power is low, but the penetrating power is more than the alpha particles. The beta particles are ruddy scattered when they are being a light mass, extremely light mass of a particles. Beta particles are extremely light mass of particles, so that when they are penetrating through a matter or when they are incident on the matter, they can easily ready to scattered. So these are the properties of beta rays. The first one is beta rays are fast moving electrons which are of nuclear origin with having any orbital motion, and the next one is deflected by electric and magnetic fields. Because of the being a charged particle, they can deflect deflected by the electric and magnetic fields because of attraction and repulsion force between happen with the like and unlike charges. So the beta particles are lighter than alpha particles, and due being the lighter particles, velocity of the beta particles are wide range, that of a 1% to 99% of the velocity of the light, and their ionizing power is low because of the fast moving electrons. Ionizing power is low, that is 1/100% of the alpha particles, and due to that ionizing power low, they can penetrate through the matter high more than the alpha particles. Even due being a light mass of a particle, small mass of a particle, they extremely ready to be scattered. So these are the affected by the photographic plates also, and these are the properties of beta rays, and this is about beta negative decay and beta positive. If we compare with the alpha decay, here we can see that alpha and beta decay both are having the charges, so that they can deflect the electric and magnetic fields. And same as velocity also, that are both are having the same velocity, and they can both are affected by the photographic plate, affect the photographic plate, and as well as even both can be ionized, but alpha particles can ionize more because of they are doubly ionized helium atom, so that they can ionize both alpha and beta particles, both can be ionized, but the ionizing power of alpha particles is more than the beta particles, so that is 1/100th of the alpha particles, and as well as their penetrating power is also more than the alpha particle. Beta particles penetrating power is also more, plus both are having the penetrating power, and beta particles also readily scattered, they less scattered because of the heavy mass of a particle, but beta particles are small mass of a particle, so that the properties of alpha and beta particles are maybe nearly they are matching together, but this being a light mass of particle, they can scatter more, being a heavy mass of particles, alpha particles can be less scattered.